Right at this moment, you believe you clicked on this video of your own free will. You believe you chose your outfit this morning simply because you liked it, and that you decided to drink coffee instead of tea because you prefer the taste. Well, I hate to break it to you, my friend, but since you're watching DecodeX, you're here for the truth. And the truth is, you are not the captain steering this ship. You are just a passenger who thinks they're holding the wheel. Every single day, your brain makes about 35,000 decisions. Yes, 35,000. From where do I place my foot next to should I marry this person? If you stopped to consciously process every single one, you'd freeze in place before you even made it out of your bedroom door. Today, we are going to decode the source code. We re-diving inside the skull to visit the dark room, where your decisions are actually cooked up, and we discover how your brain tricks you with a skill that would make the world's greatest magicians jealous. To understand the chaos happening inside your head, let's summon the spirit of the godfather of behavioral economics and Nobel Prize winner, Daniel Kahneman. Kahneman taught us that your brain isn't one entity, it is two. System 1 and System 2. System 1 is the autopilot. It's fast, emotional, instinctive, and requires zero effort. It's the reason you can read the word apple right now without spelling out the letters. It's what makes you slam on the brakes the moment someone cuts you off in traffic. It is a superhero, but it's a bit stupid and very impulsive. Then there is System 2, the thinker. It is slow, analytical, and logical. This is the system you use to solve 17 times 24. The problem? System 2 is incredibly lazy. It consumes a massive amount of energy, and the brain hates wasting energy. So 95% of your decisions are made by the reckless System 1 foot, while System 2 is asleep in the background. Imagine you are hungry. System 1 screams, sugar, fat, quick energy, eat the donut now. System 2 tries to wake up, groggily mumbling, but the cholesterol, the gym. Before the sentence is even finished, the donut is already in your stomach. You didn't make a decision. You surrendered to an ancient chemical call that is thousands of years old. You might say, but DecodeX, I'm a logical person. I study engineering, medicine, business, and my decisions are based on spreadsheets. Allow me to tell you the story of Elliot. Elliot was a successful man, a model husband, and a brilliant manager. Then, he developed a small tumor pressing on a specific part of his brain called the prefrontal cortex. Doctors removed the tumor. His cognitive abilities remained perfectly intact. His IQ was the same. His memory was ironclad. But his life fell apart. Elliot could no longer make a single decision. He could spend 3 hours deciding, should I use a blue pen or a black pen? Should I eat chicken or beef? Neuroscientist Antonio Damasio discovered the reason. The surgery had severed the connection between the thinking center and the emotional center, the amygdala. Here was the revolutionary shock. We do not make decisions with logic. We make them with emotion and then use logic to justify them. Without a gut feeling to tell you that one option is good or bad, you will analyze data forever without ever reaching a conclusion. You don't buy the iPhone just because it's technically superior. You buy it because you feel it makes you look cool. Your brain then steps in to say, yes, the camera resolution is high, just to justify the purchase. Since we've agreed that System 1 is the captain and emotion is the fuel, let me show you how corporations and politicians hack this system. They call them cognitive biases. I call them glitches in the matrix. The Decoy Effect. Most people will choose the digital version because it's cheaper. But what if we add a third stupid option? Who is the maniac that would choose print only for the same price as print plus digital? No one. But the presence of this decoy option suddenly makes the expensive option, $125 for both, look like an incredible deal. Researcher Dan Ariely proved that this simple tweak flips people's choices upside down. Your brain doesn't evaluate things based on absolute value, but by comparison. Decision fatigue. In a terrifying study conducted in 2011 on judges responsible for parole hearings, researchers found a strange pattern. If a prisoner's case was heard early in the morning, their chance of being granted parole was about 65%. If the case was heard right before lunch, the chance was almost zero. Did the law change? No. Was the crime different? No. Simply put, the judge's brain was tired from making so many decisions, and their glucose levels dropped. When the brain gets tired, It chooses the safe, easy option, which is keep him in prison. So, a piece of advice: never ask your boss for a raise before lunch. The paradox of choice: we assume that the more choices we have, the more freedom and happiness we have. Let's look at the famous jam study by researcher Sheena Iyengar. One day, they set up a tasting booth with 24 types of jam. On another day, they set up only 6 types. The result? When there were 24 types, more people stopped to look, but only 3% actually bought a jar. When there were 6 types, 30% bought a jar. Too many choices paralyze the brain. This is called analysis paralysis. The fear of making the wrong decision and the ensuing regret, FOMO, makes you prefer not to choose at all. This is exactly why you spend 45 minutes scrolling through Netflix trying to pick a movie, only to fall asleep without watching anything. Conclusion: how to reclaim the cockpit. So, are we just biological machines ruled by hormones and biases? Not entirely. Awareness is the key. Now that you know how the sausage is made inside your head, you can use a few tricks. Never make big decisions when you are hungry, angry, lonely, or tired. The HALT rule. Limit your options. Force yourself to look at only 3 choices for anything. The 10/10/10 trick. When making a tough decision, ask yourself, how will I feel about this in 10 minutes? In 10 months? And in 10 years? This forces System 2 to wake up and see the bigger picture. Outro: in the end, the Danish physicist Niels Bohr said, "An expert is a person who has made all the mistakes that can be made in a very narrow field." So, don't be afraid of wrong decisions. They are the only way to train your brain. And now, I have a decision for you. Will you hit the like and subscribe button to feed the reward system in my brain and support meaningful content? Or will you leave me prey to existential dread? The choice is yours, or so you think.